Spencer Obsessions, a DPSN video blog.
I'm Spencer, and I thought I was a werewolf up until I was maybe 12 years old. I used to sneak out of my house in the middle of the night on full moons and go and howl at the moon when I was like 8.
What is your obsession?
I'm really obsessed with mid-2000s emo music. God, My Chemical Romance, Fall Out Boy, The Used, Panic at the Disco, all of the Fuel by Ramen bands, everything on the other side, which is like Thursday and Taking Back Sunday and Brand New and all that stuff. Basically, I got into it when I was 12, maybe, when the Black Parade came out, and I just fell way too deep, way too fast, and now I'm 23 and I'm still in my emo phase.
How did it begin?
I was really badly bullied all through like primary school and intermediate. And then when I got to high school, I found this like small group of people, and they all ended up being queer in the end, of course. But I found them because they were all into like My Chemical Romance and stuff. And I think at the beginning it was like a I want to be liked by you kind of thing. But then I started listening to the lyrics, and there's something about how like with My Chemical Romance, Gerard Way uses a certain type of imagery that's real, stuck in fantasy and horror, but he turns it into something that's like relatable in real life, and somehow just using that kind of fantasy talk about real life emotions really spoke to me. And I kind of feel like emo is like punk that is sick of being angry, because Minor Threat were, making all this real angry music, and then in Mackay he got tired of being angry, and then he created Fugazi, who are really, I think, one of the earliest emo bands. I know a lot of punk purists will be mad at me for saying that.
How obsessed are you?
I can name the Way brothers' entire family structure. It's like that level of weirdness. Like when I was 15, I went on Google Maps and I found the exact comic book shop that Gerard Way worked at in his teenage years, and that is weird, stalkery, 15-year-old stuff. But my number one thing is that a couple of years ago, Gerard Way from My Chemical Romance was doing an Ask Me Anything on Reddit, and I asked him a question about his style influences, and part of that I said, your style kind of made me realize that it was okay to be a really femmy guy, and it really helped me with my like gender identity, figuring things out and stuff. And he replied to that being like, thank you so much, I think about gender identity all the time, I'm not even sure if I'm a real guy. And I'm like, oh my god, it was amazing. And now he talks about being not quite a dude a lot in interviews and stuff.
Tell us about emo and identity.
When I was 15, 16 and first figuring out that I was trans, I thought I had to be the stereotypical Kiwi boy. And it was like the emo stuff that made me think like, it's actually, it's cool to mess with gender norms. God, talking about like identity and emo music, because I have borderline, and one of the characteristics of that is like a identity disturbance thing, which means like I cling real hard to things that I really feel for. When I was first getting into emo music and like borderline but not knowing it, everyone was making those jokes about it's not a phase, it's who I am. But I got so attached to the emo music that it's actually become part of who I am, and I honestly don't know who I would be without My Chemical Romance.
Do you get judged?
People still have these other ideas about what emo music is, because a lot of people think it's like encouraging self-harm and encouraging suicide and stuff, when it's the exact opposite. It's saying it's okay to feel like you want to hurt yourself, it's okay to feel like you want to kill yourself, but please don't, because like we're still here, so you should be too. But yeah, I get a lot of people laughing, or they have better taste in music than I do, so they talk at me about how I've got bad taste in music, when really I listen to everything. It's just emo's the like genre of my heart.